I'm really not trying to do this. Everyone is doing this. Hello, your mom. Congratulations, mamacita linda. Orgullosa de la hija que me dio todo futuro, mi amor. Love you. ¿Me tomo foto? Where you going? Huh? Later, after. Qué rico, gracias a Dios el clima. Muy bien. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome and congratulations, class of 2020. My name is Dr. Doolin. I'm assistant principal of Brentwood High School, and I will be your master of ceremonies for this event. Please, at this time, stand for the presentation of colors and the national anthem, which will be sung by Christy June.
Present on.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts For the land of the free and the home of the Please remain standing. In memory of those who are not physically with us today, but remain with us in spirit, we ask that you continue to stand. In remembrance of our own Maria Cabrera and our friends, family, and loved ones who succumbed to the COVID-19 virus, we ask that you honor them by spreading kindness, compassion, and understanding as often as you can. One Brentwood, today and forever. I ask to join me at the podium, Board of Education First Vice President, Ms. Burgos.
Lo voy a repetir en español. Por favor, permanezcan de pie en memoria de aquellos que no están físicamente con nosotros, pero están en espíritu. Les pedimos que continúen de pie. En recuerdo de nuestra propia María Cabrera y de nuestros amigos, familiares y seres queridos que sucumbieron al virus COVID-19. Por favor, le pedimos que les honre difundiendo amabilidad, compasión y comprensión tan a menudo como sea posible. Un Brentwood hoy y para siempre. Gracias.
Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce the dignitaries who have joined us on the stage today. We have Mr. Lochner, Superintendent of Schools. Dr. Darisaw Akil, Assistant Superintendent of Secondary Education. Ms. Cindy Safiri, Trustee, Board of Education. Ms. Julie Burgos, First Vice President, Board of Education. And Ms. Maria Gonzalez Prescott, Second Vice President of Board of Education. Next, I would like to recognize all students assembled here who have earned a Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation with Honors. All students, please rise if you have earned this achievement. Remain standing. As we give them a round of applause, I want you all to understand what it takes to earn this designation. In order to qualify, these students standing have an average score of 90 or higher on all Regents exams required for New York State Regents Diploma with Advanced Designation. This is quite the achievement for them and their families, so let's give them another round of applause. Thank you. You can be seated. We also ask at this time, any student who will be entering the service or family members who have served in the armed forces, please stand at this time. Congratulations. Please be seated. I would like to call to the stage the Valedictorian of the Sonderling Center, Mr. Darian Bermudez, who will be attending Northwestern this fall.
Hello. Hello, class of 2020. We were said to be the start of a new era, a rebirth of a success from a century ago, an echo of the roaring 20s. But with the events of this year, we might not all be feeling this way. I'd like to begin by sharing a quote from a man named Eric Thomas. He said, "Pain is only temporary. It may last for a minute, or an hour, or a day, or even a year, but eventually it will subside and something else will take its place. But if I quit, however, it will last forever." What I take it from this is that the night is darkest just before dawn, and dawn begins here at the ceremony today. We didn't get the ending we had hoped for, but now is the time to reflect on all our teachings and the time we spent here at Brentwood. We mustn't forget the hours of work put into this diploma, the sleepless nights, the study sessions, the last-minute essays, the entire 12-year journey. So I ask you, class of 2020, keep pushing. Even if the world is in chaos, you always your own destiny, and nothing in life is worthwhile unless you take risks. Nelson Mandela once said, "There is no passion to be found playing small, and settling for a life that is less than the one you're capable of living. Strive for more, aim bigger, and don't be afraid of failure. You will inevitably fail. It's not something you want to hear, but it's the truth. At some point in your life, it will happen, but don't be afraid to try. If it's not for you, then move on. But if you're really passionate about it, keep pushing. Every failure you encounter will bring you one step closer to success. I bet you never heard about Thomas Edison's 1,000 failed experiments, but with the 1,001st, he invented the light bulb. The only person who will remember your failures is you, and hopefully you will remember them as the rungs on your ladder for success. It won't be easy. Nobody ever said it would. But it's about the amount of hits you can take from life and keep moving forward. You must have the will and the determination to do it. Nobody is going to take the hits for you. If you are able to endure, I guarantee you will persevere. But if you don't act, your dreams will always just be a dream. We have to believe in ourselves and our abilities, or we will never know what we're capable of. He who says he can, and he who says he can't, are both usually right. My experiences at the high school taught me. There were times where I'd given up too easily on a topic and just decided I would never do it right. It wasn't until I'd say after extra help, that I would fully understand it and decide it wasn't that bad. The high school has helped us improve ourselves and our relationships with others. Graduation is the day we have all longed for, and now that it's here and it's finally over, it's always good to thank others who have helped us get here. Thank whomever it may be, a teacher, an aunt, an uncle, an aunt, a brother, a cousin. But most importantly, thank yourselves, because ultimately you did the homework, studied the notes, and took the test. I personally like to thank my parents for always pushing me to do better and teaching me right from wrong. I'd also like to thank my friends for sticking with me through the entire journey. Waking up at 6 a.m. was rough, but as long as I got to see you guys, it was worth it. As a class, we should thank the teachers and staff for helping to guide us where we need to be. The wisdom they provided along the way will continue to guide us as we venture into the next chapter of our lives. It is now time for us to begin our own independent venture in our adulthood. With that, class of 2020, remember that we are the future. We pioneer the next era. Change begins with us. It begins with you. Thank you and congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce Ms. Julie Burgos, First Vice President of the Board of Education, who will address the class of 2020.
Hello again. I consider it an honor to come before you today to welcome this class of 2020 as you end your high school career. I know you're going to hear a lot today about how you overcame, how you survived this pandemic, right? The pandemic we haven't had in more than 100 years. But I just want to tell you that every single one of you have had to learn how to live with this pandemic, right? You've had to learn to do things differently. You've had to learn to adjust. And I'm sure some of you have met some challenges in other parts of your lives as well, and in your families. And as a community, you've certainly met some challenges. But I want you to know that you come from a long line of overcomers here in Brentwood. There are many, many people who have come before you, who have walked through these halls, who have come before this very podium to receive their diplomas. who are out here in the world just making a name for Brentwood. I am a Brentwood graduate. Two of our other board members are Brentwood graduates, and we have many staff members who are Brentwood graduates. Our own Mr. Wayne Bennett, Director of Guidance, is a Brentwood graduate. Mr. Sittler, who's a music teacher and directs our Green Machine, a Brentwood graduate. And the list goes on and on. I can't name them all, but I do want to name one student who came to us from the Dominican Republic when he was 15 years old, Amaury Munoz. He came to us knowing very little English, was able to learn English, graduate high school with honors, and go on to college. Today, Amaury is an ambassador, a United States ambassador. He's been to China, Italy, Pakistan, and he's getting ready to go to another country right now. So there are many, many people who have come before you. We are one of the few villages on Long Island that have two political representatives that are Brentwood graduates. Okay, Monica Martinez is our senator in Albany. She's a Brentwood graduate, was a teacher in Brentwood, was an assistant principal, and now she's a senator. Philip Reynolds has been representing us for almost 20 years now as an assemblyman in Albany as well. Big supporter of our schools. We are grateful for the many people who have come this way. We are grateful for the many young people who have been sitting in seats just like yours. And I can't wait to see what you are going to come back with. I can't wait to see what you're going to add to the list. What you're going to come back and tell us, hey, this is what I did with what I learned in Brentwood. I'm going to give you a charge. I want you to leave when you leave here today, and I want you to take the world by storm. Okay, I want you to not be afraid. Be bold. Be willing to take the risk that it takes, because that's how you're going to learn. Follow your dreams, whatever that may be. Seek after the dream and make sure that you achieve it. I want you to be able to come back to us again and say, there is nothing that I can't do, because you do come from a long, long line of overcomers. I want you to leave us, and I want you to be proud of who you are. I want you to be proud of where you came from, and no matter where you go, please, remember to spread a little Brentwood love wherever you may go, because that is so important. Once from Brentwood, always from Brentwood. I wish you many blessings in your future. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Next, I'd like to bring to the podium Coordinator of Guidance, Mr. Wayne Bennett, who will recognize students who are recipients of the Seal of Biliteracy.
Good afternoon. Today is an important and emotional day for all of you and those who love you. I say my congratulations and wish you all success and happiness. Now, I would like to extend my congratulations to the 162 seniors who have been awarded the New York State Seal of Biliteracy. At this time, I'd like to ask the seniors to please rise if you earned the Seal of Biliteracy and you have the medals. This recognition is a prestigious award to recognize those students who have mastered listening, speaking, reading, and writing in 2 or more languages. Many of them began to learn English as a second language just as they entered high school, while others learned at an early age and now have mastered it. Not only that, but they have maintained their first language, and others have learned Spanish, Italian, and French as a second language. Students, more than any other graduating class, you have already discovered that learning a second language is more than words. You have a set of skills to relate and connect to people and understand where they are coming from. One in honor and a gift to you, your parents, and those who you'll be helping in the future. My advice to you is as follows. Continue to learn new languages and be proud of who you are. Having an accent in any language defines who you are and is a sign of bravery. Remember that bilingualism is synonymous with diversity, and our strength as multilingual learners comes from it. You are unique, and today we celebrate you. Keep in mind, there are hundreds of languages in the world, but a smile speaks all of them. Do not forget to smile. Ladies and gentlemen, clap your hands for all of our students who received the Seal of Biliteracy. Thank you.
At this time, I would like to read an address from Brentwood High School Principal, Mr. John Callan, who had to leave due to an emergency but regrets not being here with you today. This milestone achievement is one in which you will find great satisfaction, especially this year, as the journey to this ceremony today has not been easy or in any way normal. Despite the national COVID-19 pandemic, which has been filled with many unforeseen challenges to you, your families, and our nation, this achievement should fill you and your families with pride because you still fulfilled one of your goals. I hope your experiences here at BHS has included many great moments that despite the loss of such milestone events as the prom, the spring athletic season award ceremonies, and that non-existent event you hear all the time, senior cutout day. Despite these challenges and sacrifice your class faced, you made it here today. I hope you have had many great moments that will provide you with fond memories in the years to come, as I know the faculty and administration will have some very special memories surrounding the class of 2020. Now I know you face in many ways an uncertain future, whether that be in your pursuit of higher education, service in the military, or the workforce. Know that whatever happens, that you are prepared with the skills and character that will make all of you a success in whatever path you choose. Each of you sitting here today with your parents and special family members, each of you is blessed with great potential. So despite everything, I want you to remain upbeat and focused, for this will ensure your positive contributions to society. Students, build upon the strong foundations that you have received here at Brentwood High School, one of hard work, volunteering, sportsmanship, and especially in this year of the pandemic, sacrifice. Always be proud of your roots here in the truly unique and special community that we call Brentwood. Now, we as a school community cannot, nor should we forget what a great school year we were having before the close. Let's not forget that once again, our fine arts program put on another great school musical. Our Green Machine Band had a spectacular fall once again, where they garnered recognition locally and throughout New York State. Students, let's not forget, in athletics, once again, our sports teams and athletes exceeded expectations, with athletes who were recognized statewide and nationally for their excellence. Our boys basketball team won another Suffolk County championship and were co-Long Island champions once again before COVID cut short what I and many were convinced would have ended in the state championship. Our boys wrestling team won their league once again and were placed wrestlers in the state tournament. Finally, our great boys soccer team, who won their fourth state championship in truly thrilling fashion, where in every playoff game, except for the final, they came from behind in a dramatic fashion, finishing the season undefeated and ranked the #1 public school in the nation. What a thrill it was. In academics, we once again excelled in research, math competitions, continued designation as an AP honor school, showing the greatness of the community and how well-rounded the students of Brentwood High School truly are. In this class, we have students attending the greatest institutes of higher learning, not only in the country, but the world. Students, despite the fact that these are no ordinary times, we still have many members of the student body who are first-generation Americans who will be the first at many, the first to graduate from an American high school, the first to go to college, the first to attain an advanced degree, all in the pursuit to attain the American dream. This year, the class of 2020 are the true embodiment of strength, courage, and resilience. So be proud, hold your heads high, and remember, you're not in this situation we face as a community and as a country. You are going through this, and this too shall pass. And remember this quote by James Baldwin: hope is invented every day, and never forget you're Brentwood strong. Thank you. At this time, I would like to ask Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Lochner, to join me at the podium.
Thank you, Dr. Doolin. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And congratulations to the class of 2020. Can we give them a round of applause? I have to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you have been a terrific audience, but sometimes you can be too terrific. We need a little noise here. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to the class of 2020. Congratulations. That's it. All right, let's make some noise. We are, all right. We want to do that every couple of seconds, all right? It'll keep me going. Perfect. It is great to see everyone here this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are thrilled. We are absolutely thrilled that we have the opportunity to have this in-person graduation. I have to tell you, unfortunately, I was the one that placed that call on March 13th. And we were certainly not anticipating that we wouldn't be back to school by, we thought maybe the beginning of April. Then April came around, we thought maybe the middle of April, then we were hoping for the beginning of May, and sometime in the middle of May we realized that we were going to be out for the end of the year. And I have to tell you, we missed you terribly. There is nothing that gives us more energy or charges us more as educators, teachers, administrators, the Board of Education, than to see our students in the hallways, in the classrooms, in the cafeterias. So we missed you terribly, and that is why we were determined, absolutely determined, to have our graduation in person. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are thrilled. Let's give the class of 2020, can we give a buzz? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrown off a little bit, believe it or not. Ladies and gentlemen, I do have some prepared words for you, and I will say them. But I also would like to just spend a moment thanking the teachers and the administrators that are here. And I do see behind me Mr. Callan, thankfully has shown up. Welcome, Mr. Callan, the high school principal. I want to thank Mr. Callan, Dr. Doolin, and his entire administrative staff. They really put together an outstanding graduation. Can we give them a round of applause? I want to thank the Board of Education. They have been terrific allies in this whole process that's taken place over the last 3 months. So let's give them another round of applause. And ladies and gentlemen, I would be remiss if I didn't say something about the parents and guardians that are here tonight. We are so grateful that we have such a terrific partnership here in Brentwood. The families, you also, when it came to March 13th, you had no expectation that you would be thrust into the role of parent and educator all at the same time. And we know that that was not an easy task. And we are so grateful that you were so successful. Not only, I know you have seniors here now, but many of you also have middle school students and elementary school students. And we are so thankful, so very thankful that you rose to the occasion. So graduates, can we give a round of applause to our parents, guardians, brothers and sisters who helped us through this process? Okay, so truly, no class in our school's history has faced a challenge like the one you have just overcome. What was to be the last few months of your senior year, a wonderful time marked by memories and celebration, was unfortunately taken from you quite quickly. The school where you learned, grew, and made connections that will last a lifetime. And trust me, ladies and gentlemen, your friends from Brentwood will be your friends for life. So unfortunately, the school was closed down and you were sent home. But rather than retreating into isolation, you embraced your education, forged connections through digital spaces, and made something truly special out of the end of your high school career. What you have accomplished in the face of adversity is nothing short of remarkable, and the class of 2020 will be synonymous with perseverance and toughness for generations. I'm going to stop for a moment and just ad-lib for a second. I just read something on my speech that I wrote called Digital Spaces. 3 months ago, I had no idea what digital spaces meant. I am so impressed with how we as Brentwood together learned all new things. I actually had a Zoom meeting this morning. Has everybody been experiencing Zoom meetings? Is that the craziest thing? But now we're doing Zoom meetings. It's amazing how we quickly adapt, not just as a community, but as a nation, and that is something to be quite proud of. It's not just the last few months, however. Every day for the last 12 years, each and every one of you have made us all proud with your passion to learn, reflect, improve, and explore. Given all that you have accomplished, it shouldn't have come to us as a surprise that even a global pandemic could not stop you and your friends from learning, connecting, and achieving. I stand here today forever impressed with the class of 2020, and I, along with everyone else in the Brentwood family, will wait with bated breath to see what incredible milestones you will accomplish next. And I am certain there is going to be tremendous, tremendous accomplishments from this group in front of us. In closing, I would like to wish each and every graduate peace, happiness, and many successes. And please know that we will always be united in our Brentwood experiences. Ladies and gentlemen, congratulations once again to the class of 2020. Okay, I actually don't leave the podium. I get to do my favorite job as the superintendent. I get to read the words, and when I read these words, it's at that moment that your high school diploma is certified and you become high school graduates. But it's actually kind of not exactly true. At the end of the ceremony, Mr. Callen has something special planned for you then, and that's when we'll say you're officially a high school graduate. But before I begin, I'm going to ask each and every graduate to please stand in front of their chair. With the necessary certification put forth by Mr. John Callen, Brentwood High School principal, that all graduating students have satisfied parts 100.5 and 100.6 of the regulations established by the Commissioner of Education. These regulations list all requirements needed to qualify for a high school diploma. I, as superintendent of schools, and by the authority vested in my office by the laws of the state of New York and by the rules and regulations of the Commissioner of Education and the Brentwood Union Free School District Board of Education, do here and now proudly present for graduation to our Board of Education and to the entire Brentwood community the Brentwood High School class of 2020. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated. Okay, so we're going to confer the diplomas at this point. So I just want to go through, as Mr. Gessick is going through the first row here, you will stand up. You will line up over there where Mr. Amato is, if you could raise his hand. You will line up over there. You'll line up around socially distant from all your classmates. When you come up to the stage here, there is a blue X. You will stand on that. You will take one of your diploma casings. You will pick it up. You will then go across and take a picture. You will go down the ramp and then actually pick up your diploma on the other side. So that's how we'll proceed. Okay, parents, if you're going to take pictures, unfortunately, you have to do it from your seats. We can't because of social distancing allow you any closer than that. So it's unfortunate. I'm sorry, but hopefully you can get some good shots. And we have our formal photographer here, which will take some great shots. And with that, we'll do the best part of the day, which is the conferring of the diplomas.
Kaylee Gutierrez. Sheldon Gerardo Gutierrez Hernandez. Ana Maria Guzman. Adriana Vanessa Guzman. Eliana G. Guzman. Jennifer Elizabeth Guzman. Julie R. Guzman. Eduardo Ramon Guzman Lopez. Anthony Miguel Guzman Perez. Daniel Hinau. Alcides Ovidio Enriquez. Ivana Hernandez, recipient of the Principal Scholar Athlete Award. Kelvin M. Hepburn.
That's my girl.
Lorraine Nellie Denise Hall. Matthew Alexander Hernandez. Susan Hernandez. Jennifer Hernandez Pena. Noel Alexander Hernandez Perdomo. Jalissa Stephanie Hernandez Villatoro. Jocelyn Diana Herrera. Kimberly Daniela Hidalgo. Chantel Hightower. Giselle Foreman. Sameda Hussein. Ahmad Idris. Akila Idris. Hezi L. James. Christy A. Jean. Terrell Kobe Jean Pierre. Alejandra Corina Jimenez. Monisha Kylakai Johnson. Danielle Doreen Joyce. Elijah Jones. Julian Ulysses Jones. Edwin Josue Jordan Henriquez. Kevin Manuel Hoya. Jurea Coker. Laisha J. Lapierre. Annalisa Isabella Lara. Sherry Angel Lara Caminero. Kevin Angel Lara Caminero. Emanuela Laror. Katie Melissa Lazo Benitez. Aaliyah M. Leach. Brian Alexander Leo. Wilson Lemus. Victoria Cabrini Leonard. Todd Leroy. Brianna Juliette Lewis. Danya Michaela Lipa. Danielle Nicole Locatessa. Angie Lopez. Armando Lopez. Gilmar Joel Lopez. Jason A. Lopez. Pedro Frida Lopez. Madeline Judy Lopez. Nicole M. Lopez. Pierre Josue Lopez. Victoria Maria Lorenzi. Bislat Lorenzo Paulina. Jacqueline Tatiana Lobo. Christian Enrique Lobos. John Sebastian Lucero. Ariana Luna. Brianna Machado. Annabella Isabel Macia. Fernando Alonso Macia. Angeline Elizabeth Maldonado. Donovan Jaden Maldonado. Eric Maldonado. Jamie Daniel Maldonado Alvarado. Jamie Manzanares. Joseph Louis Marcano. David Roswell Mariason. Nayeli Marte Lopez. Martinez. Catherine Ortez Martinez. Michael Alejandro Martinez. Natalie A. Martinez. Noheli Martinez. Gustavo A. Martinez Flores. Maria Estefany Martinez. Carlos Mata. Namuna Mola, Sonderling Valedictorian and recipient of the Congressional Merit Award. Nia L. McGuire. Katarina Grace Hahn McKenna. Nathan Robert McLeod. Anissa Faith Medina. Daniel Mejia. Daniel Jose Mejia. Giovanni Armando Mejia. Martha A. Mejia. Norma Lizette Mejia Rendando. Rita Mabel Mejia Redondo. Angela Yeslin Mejia Amaya. Giselle Melendez Argueta. Yesenia Arlie Membrano. Angelina Martinez. Eli Messiah Parnell Jones.
So I wasn't here earlier. I had a little mishap. Everything's fine. But I wouldn't miss this for the world. So I'm happy to be here. I'm the proud principal of this high school, and this is a great ceremony, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as we do, all of these that we've done. I just want to congratulate again the class of 2020. You've accomplished so much, despite all the obstacles. And I just want to also thank your parents. You were their first teachers. You were there for them first. So I'd like to see the graduates give a big round of applause to their parents. At this time, if all the graduates could please stand. Okay. This is one of my favorite parts, as Mr. Lozner alluded to. Okay. You will officially, after this act, turn into Brentwood alumni, and make sure that you come back. We love seeing our alumni. It's a big part of our heritage and history here, so please, don't be strangers. So at this time, you can take your tassels, move them from right to left, and you are official graduates. Congratulations. Good luck to the class of 2020. Now, we're gonna have to do this. Once again, the ceremony is a little different than years past. We're going to do this in an orderly fashion. So by row, and Mr. Gessick is over there, Mr. Amato is here, we'll move out. And then row by row, you cannot, unfortunately, I know this is very hard for me to even say, you cannot really take pictures and congregate here. That's part of the social distancing rule. But we wish you the best. Be well, stay safe, and all the best. You deserve it. We will miss you guys.
We will still never end. And suddenly it's like we're living in men. Will the past be a shadow that will follow us round? Will this memory say when I leave this town? I keep thinking that it's not goodbye. Keep on thinking it's